Dear ladies and gentlemen, I first would like to give some comments on the arguments of the government. Second, I want to give some information about the influence of media in general. And third, I want to give a short overview about the world without Al Jazeera. Well, first of all, to the arguments of the government. Well, one argument which was given by the government was that always when any kind of terroristic attack happened on Earth, one of the Al-Qaeda leaders could be watched on Al Jazeera. Well, and so we have to ban Al Jazeera in order not to see the Al-Qaeda anymore on TV. But is this really a very good solution? I mean, the Al-Qaeda, they chose Al Jazeera as a broadcast to broadcast their demo tape. But and why did they do that? Because they, of course, Al Jazeera wanted to do that to have high audience rating. I mean, this is what every kind of sender on Earth wants to achieve. So if Al Jazeera doesn't exist anymore, they will probably go to any other sender on Earth, and they would also do this, and they have the right to broadcast this demo tape because of the freedom of speech and press. Well, then another argument was the loss of cultural identity. Well, as I already pointed out in my question before, is that that showing Al Jazeera here in Germany or in Western countries could be a possibility to see that people on Earth are different, that they think different, that they look different, that they have different cultures. And I think not only in Germany but in many Western countries we have big problems with race. So we have to educate our children from birth on that people are different, so that we lower the negative effects of race. Yes?
But do we have to watch shows like Living Your Religion the Best Way or Killing a Sheep on the way Allah wants it to see that other cultures are different?
Well, I'm sure that Al Jazeera, at least the English version that wants to broadcast on the whole world, will not show the same things they show, for example, in other centers in the Arabian countries. I mean, there are other countries as well, so they probably won't do it. Because why wouldn't they do it? Because they want to have high audience rating. I mean, they still have costs if they broadcast, for example, in the United States, and where if they have studios there as well. So if nobody watches them, how shall they pay their sender? Yes.
Are you suggesting that it is right to do anything one wants just to get high audience rating?
No, but yes, I mean, you are definitely right. They will. That's why they won't do it. Because who wants to see, for example, in Germany or in the Scandinavian countries?
That was not his question.
No, that was not my question. I wanted to know if it is right to send these kind of demo tapes, yes, in Arab countries, just to get money over there, and some kind of other broadcast in Germany, and well, it's a kind of hypocrite, don't you think?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And the other point is that I mean, every person has the freedom to orientate the way they want. So I think we shouldn't prevent people from watching Al Jazeera. If they want to do it, they do it, and if they don't want to do it, they just leave it. And well, the other point is, you said if Al Jazeera depends on our technology, I mean, then it means that they can't do everything they want. I mean, of course, if they show whatever brutal things, and if they obviously do things that are not according to whatever human rights, then we still have the chance of preventing it. We don't have to do it before they haven't even started their programs. Okay, next I want to come to the influence of media. Well, we have seen, for example, that especially before the Iraq war, which was very strongly dominated by Western media, that the US government tried to win a lot of elites who go into war who go to war against Iraq, and we all know what finally really happened. I mean, many countries followed the United States, but the reasons why they wanted to go there, because of weapons of mass destructions, were wrong. I mean, there were not weapons of mass destruction. So obviously there are a lot of countries and governments who have been successfully influenced, So, actually, keeping Al-Jazeera would, in this way, balance the different opinions that exist in the world. The third point is a world without Al-Jazeera. What does it mean? Well, therefore, I have to mention the Constitution. The Constitution of the United Nations. The first and most important law says that the dignity of human beings is untouchable. And imagine Al Jazeera wouldn't have shown the pictures of Abu Ghraib, of the prison, of the US prison in Iraq. I mean, this in the Abu Ghraib prison, there, as you might remember, there were a lot of cruel scenes against Iraq prison soldiers, especially. One moment, please. Cruel tortures and so on. So if they hadn't shown these pictures, they probably would still torture Iraq prisoners in Iraq. So to sum up, letting Al Jazeera broadcast will lower the influence of media, and first, and finally, well, saves the dignity of humans.